So as a maker, I'm most interested in the collaborative world-making processes in a philosophical and anthropological context. So I started by researching collaborative world-making. And then I found, very interestingly, that here in the United Kingdom, there's been a multi-species collaborative world-making effort with the reintroduction of the Eurasian beaver. And so I had contacted two different scientists at two different sites. One was a proposed site for a beaver reintroduction, and the other was a site that's been active, the first site in England that's been active for the last 8 to 10 years, and that's in Devon. And I visited those sites, and when I visited the sites, I sort of saw the material evidence of the beaver, and I found that fascinating to see how the landscape had changed, and also to find out that they work with similar materials that I work with as well. They work with clay, they work with willow. Last year I had been doing some willow basketry. And so I thought that for this project I wanted to both speak of this collaborative world-making effort in a philosophical way, as well as use the materials that the beavers had already started developing with my own making practice, as well as the processes. So I started thinking about their process as well too, which is where they sort of subtract bit by bit of willow, right, for eating or building, and then they add it to create their lodges and canals and dams. So this piece is called Imbrication, and it's about the process of layering one piece on top of each other. Each piece is just taken from a lump of clay and is slightly irregular, and it's just stacked on top of each other, similar to what I would say is the making process of a beaver lodge. And then this piece has been raku fired, using materials that you would sort of see in a beaver site. So in a direct sort of mirror to this piece is coppiced. And this piece, rather than adding a piece, it's subtracting a piece bit by bit. And this would be more similar to just finding the actual willow sticks and other detritus in a beaver trial site. And with coppiced, I like to sort of think that you're subtracting bit by bit to create a sort of new life, a new form of its own. And then for these pieces, they're called Making With, and this is a direct collaboration between a beaver maker and an artist maker. The beavers, these are beaver chips, which are strewn all around the site in Devon, and I've taken them and added some porcelain clay, and to create this sort of loop of collaboration between a beaver maker and myself.